Lonzo Ball, ZO2, the Chino Hills prodigy, is back, and he is the truth and a half, and you see it firsthand. This is just a little appetizer of what you can expect from Lonzo Ball. This is the first game back after 2 years. A lot of people counted Lonzo Ball out, but Lonzo Ball is back, and he is going to put the NBA on notice. The Chicago Bulls have a very interesting year ahead of them, as I see. I really believe that Lonzo Ball is going to infect this team, and propel them to a height that I think that they didn't foresee. Lonzo Ball is going to make this team win an extra 5 to 10 games just by him being on the roster, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to break this game down by Lonzo Ball, because this is something to really behold. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, pause. Let's get down to business in terms of the stats, because Lonzo, man, he really cooked up tonight, going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Lonzo Ball in 15 minutes, he put up 10 points. He had a steal, a rebound. He had a block. I mean, Lonzo was all over the place, and that is just interesting to see, man. Just in this little amount of time, obviously you have Josh Giddey on this roster. Lonzo only played 15 minutes. Giddey he played 28 minutes. He had 4 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. So that's something that's very interesting in my humble opinion. Giddey had more assists than he had points. But nonetheless, the Bulls did win. This is a preseason game. Minnesota, we all know they got aspirations of getting to wherever they need to get to. But the real story today is Lonzo Ball, man. He started off very hot. The first 2 shots, money, from three. A lot of the things that people was criticizing Lonzo Ball about with the 3 and D role, I think is going to help him out. He doesn't have to be the most athletic player on the floor. And you see it in firsthand. He doesn't have to do all of these crazy things that people want, but this was a very successful return. Nonetheless, I don't want to hear no nothing about it. I mean, this was a complete success, for a guy who went through a cartilage transplant procedure. This is some serious, uncharted waters. I just got to keep it all the way real with you. We ain't never seen nothing like this, and for him to come back with the confidence, with him working out all summer with Chris Johnson, he had great training. Like I said, everybody knew that Lonzo was coming back better than before. He was just working tirelessly. A lot of people thought, because a lot of the Ball brothers, they got a lot of things going off the floor. Obviously Lonzo got the podcast, so a lot of people probably took that for whatever. But Lonzo is dedicated to the game of basketball, point blank, period. I mean, and you see it firsthand. I really believe that as the season progresses, obviously Lonzo's coming off the bench to start. They have Josh Giddey in place. This morning it was breaking news in the NBA. The Bulls was looking at an extension for Josh Giddey. I believe that Lonzo Ball could throw a monkey wrench in this whole situation, because he's that good. You have to put Lonzo Ball on the floor, and I think that could possibly affect Josh Giddey, especially if they can't play alongside each other. I just think that Lonzo Ball and Zach LaVine, they just go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. I'm very interested to see what Zach LaVine does this season, how he plays with these young guys. And I seen the affection that he had with Lonzo. You clearly see these two have some sort of connection, and it started with these two. Lonzo came to Chicago to play with Zach LaVine. There was the UCLA connection, pardon me, and I think that You finally are going to get a chance to see it, but we don't know at what level, at what rate. But at the end of the day, Lonzo Ball has to be protected. So if these minutes restrictions is going to be in place and he's going to get stronger throughout the season, we got to be all for that. We got to, at the end of the day, it's about Lonzo Ball's health. We can't get caught up in what we want him to do. We all know what he's capable of. He showed it right here. His efficiency numbers, the guy can shoot, so defenses, they have to go on him. Obviously, he's not being left completely wide open, but people are daring Lonzo to shoot, and it's like that's a bad mentality. I think that now with Lonzo dealing with that injury, I think that he's going to harp in more and more on his shooting ability. We're going to see more of that. We're going to see him aggressive from three, a lot more than even before. He has to lean on that, especially if he's not trying to get to the basket. And we did see him go to the rim on a play in traffic. Lonzo on camera, I'm pretty sure he's selling himself short, but on the floor, he's going all out. You seen it. I didn't see him looking like he was holding back. I like what I seen. It was very interesting to see, man. And they won the game. And he had a great standing ovation. Give credit to the Chicago Bulls fans up there in the Windy City. The Bulls organization, Lonzo said they was with him every step of the way. Lonzo Ball came in the game, and the Bulls fans just gave him, like, you would have thought D Rose walked in the building, the way they stood up for him. So they was with him every step of the way, just like all the Lonzo Ball fans were, and now we see what he could do when he's on the floor. This is what it was all about. It's not all hype. This guy is a basketball player, and you have to get him healthy, period. You see it right here. Lonzo Ball on this team. This guy's just a winner. You want him on your basketball team. Anybody that begs to differ, you're silly. Lonzo made a lot of people look foolish tonight. And tomorrow people gonna have to really eat their slice of humble pie. I want to hear what people got to say. Let's get in the comment section, man. ZO2 is back. The prodigy is here, man. He's back like he never left. This guy, I loved what I seen. This is very similar to the way he was playing prior to the injuries. When he was getting hurt, before he got hurt, he was playing very similar like to this. So we got to put that into consideration. That's facts. But we are going to be live for Lonzo Ball games all throughout the season. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, most definitely hit the subscribe button. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. ZO2 cooked up tonight. It's just a little appetizer, man. Lonzo Ball is the truth and a half, man. To be honest with you, I really don't know what more else I could say, man. But this is just the beginning. You just got to keep watching how Lonzo progresses throughout the year. It's going to be very interesting to see, his performance. He really balled out tonight. Bulls fans should be very happy, for Lonzo Ball. You stuck with him every step of the way. 10 points in 15 minutes, and he stuffed the stat sheet. It's Flight Sports TV. Peace and love.